So we're walking around looking at those cars, and all of a sudden, there's these people on, like, they're giving out awards to cars and shit, and Nia's listening to this person on the microphone going, I think that's Caitlyn Jenner. I think Caitlyn Jenner's here. And I was like, no fucking way. I got to go see Katie, right? I got to go see. And by the time we got there, I'm not even sure if it was, but like Nia said that Bruce, it gets confusing. She said she's really into cars. So I got confused saying like, all right, was he not into it? And then can that happen? Do your hobbies change? Then I knew what she was saying. It's like, no, he was into him. He's always been into him. And now he's become Caitlyn. I almost said transferred. What's the fucking word you're supposed to say? Transitioned. Helicopter November 153 Sierra Hotel on with you. Information Bravo requesting fucking transition through. Transition to, being Caitlyn, but the hobbies stay the same. There you go. Who would have known that? I would think you'd take up some other hobbies, right? Maybe you wouldn't. I got to look this up. This is fucking weird. Because I know you take hormones and stuff, right? So does that make you into other shit? It's fun. It's fascinating. And what's funny is they're going to keep doing the same way they're doing the plastic surgery, where, it's going to keep looking better and better and better. You know what I mean? Same way, everything keeps getting better and better and better, except for the fucking environment, Oh, by the way, I did a fucking benefit the other night, and Flea was in the crowd. I can't fucking believe I didn't give him a shout out for giving a shit about bees. That was one of the few positive things I saw about the environment last year, was that Flea somehow got it. Fleas, the fucking bees are dying off. And Flea shows up like a goddamn hero, and he gets into this beekeeping stuff. He's got the whole suit and everything. I saw this whole article on it. And he's hooking up like, it looked like there was like 10,000 of them hanging out in his backyard. You know what's funny is that's one of those things your neighbors would be annoyed at because they don't understand photosynthesis. I don't know where that fucking word came from, but I think I used it correctly. Isn't that when the bees go from flower to flower and stuff gets on their cute little feet? Their cute little bee feet, you know what I mean? And then they pollinate shit inadvertently. They're out there running errands for the queen, right? The queen bee. The fuck was I talking about? Oh, I got to look this shit up. When you transition, do your hobbies change? What fucking list am I going to get put on looking this shit up? Oh, come on, man. Don't do this to me. Come on, internet. Come on, internet. Huh? Can you fucking work for once in your life, you fucking cunt? Can you believe someone who can't even get internet in his whole house is talking about having a chauffeur? I mean, how fucking first world cunty is that? Habit change is easy when people move into your house. 4 strategies to change your habits. Was that not specific enough? I have to be wrong. You transition to a woman. Do your hobbies change? 13 ways to master the transition from college to the real world. Habit change is easier. How to successfully transition your diet. Nerd fitness, health in your 40s. Well, you know what? I searched it twice, I guess. So Bruce was into it. Now Bruce is Caitlyn. Caitlyn's like, good on you, Bruce. Way to get those fucking cars because I'm still digging them. That's fucking amazing. I hope someone I know fucking transitions. I just want to see that whole goddamn thing, Something's got it. It's got to be something. Right? Does your preference of color change? If you're taking hormones, like you're fucking with like the chemicals, right? Isn't it fucking amazing how I just refuse to read about shit and I just continue to ask questions while answering them? This is how I come to conclusions. And then I can somehow legally get on stage with the microphone and do a fucking podcast. I can't imagine how many people who used to be men and are now women are just slapping their female forehead, their transition forehead right now, listening to me as I'm talking about. I apologize to anybody out there transitioning. I don't fucking, why would I think that? Because she said she's really into cars. Doesn't take a lot to trip me up. That's all I'm saying. All right. This is a very progressive podcast, by the way.
That you're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I already brought up Caitlyn Jenner and I learned something. Today, when you kind of freaked me out when you said, like, oh, she's really into cars.
Why did that freak you out?
Because I had to do the math in my head. It was like, was Bruce not into cars? So then I was like, no, wait. I remember reading Sports Illustrated. He had Porsches and he was a pilot and all that shit, right? Mm-hmm. Does his pilot's license, it must transfer over. You got to change the name. How crazy is that? Then you got to go down there and be like, listen, I'm this guy. Now
I'm sure everyone knows who Caitlyn Jenner is.
All right, so if you're not famous, but if you're not famous,
yeah, if you're not famous, you probably got some explaining to do. But
I am gonna, I'm gonna get you for Mother's Day next year a speaking into a mic class.
I'm sorry.
All right, so here it is. By the way, so I Googled it. When you transition, do your habits change? And nothing came up. So I guess it doesn't.
Okay. What's the question?
You wouldn't think one little thing would be kind of like, oh, shit, now I'm into this. If you're taking like hormones and stuff, like wouldn't something change? Your favorite color would change?
I don't think so. It doesn't affect your brain.
All right. Why aren't you allowed to ask questions about this shit? Is it me like, oh, my God, what are you, a fucking Trump supporter?